بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
What we have to do now, obviously, let's say if you're starting a career, let's take an example. You're starting a career on anything, related to IT. You need to just start with exploring the options, okay, exploring the opportunities. Okay, now exploring the opportunities means you need to find out what are the different job opportunities in IT sector or non-IT sector if you're looking out. Now this is kind of a general for any graduate. Now, it's not just graduate, even if you're just 10 plus 2 or 10 plus 3, still you're in the same loop. Because technically, what I feel is, I don't want to get into that, but generally, what I feel is at the age of 20 years, you should be employable. That is very important. If you're not employable, then, you need to check yourself because at the age of 18 to 20, I roughly say 18 to 20, because many people do graduation at the age of 20, 21, and then probably 22. That's a max. You can count in 3, 4 years additional plus 4, 3, 4, that is fine. But generally, this is what the future state. And I generally think that, what I generally think is like, at the age of 25, let's say 3, 4 years you can add. You should have a solid, good 5 years of experience. Any field, any domain, whatever the domain you are choosing, whether it is engineering or medical or, business or whatever it is. Okay. This is general uh, mindset. It should be. Okay. Maybe that's something what you have to do. And at the age of 30, probably you should have a solid 10 plus years of experience. You have a 10 plus years of experience on one domain. But the problem is at this stage, we are still struggling to get into a job. That is something majority. Okay. So you should have that experience. Okay. If not, then it's okay. Okay. I'll be here to guide you. Don't worry. But this is how it should be actually. So at the age of 30, we should be having a strong 8 to 10 years of experience. And based on that, you can build your own setup, own organization, own solutions, own business, whatever. That's what I normally suggest at the age of 30. Many people, if we see many people who are really successful at a big level, they do this, at the age of 30, they have the 30 years of experience, 10 years of experience, and then they are really very good and starting up their own businesses. And probably next 5 years you'll be working on, if you're alive, then probably the next 5 years you're working on, probably by the age of 35 you have your own organization, probably working in autopilot mode. So which means even whatever you do or you don't do, or you don't work, you just manage the people. You have people working for you, and probably an autopilot mode where you have people working for you, and then or some business setup. And this is how it is. Okay. So unfortunately, it's not the mindset. So the problem with our mindset or our education system which we follow is, it's just a job, just get into a job, maybe not just 20 or maybe 20, 25, whatever, and then still retire as a job. Okay, that's again the challenge. So you have to make sure yourself that, okay, at the end, after 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, I have to make sure that I should start something on my own. For that, you need to have a continuous learning. Okay, learning is the only option you can grow. Okay, simply increments will not help you. Every year, 10, 20% of salary hikes, that's not going to help you. That's just satisfy you, but that's not going to help you. So the skills will help you, obviously. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there are many challenges like lack of communication as well. There are many things, many things. I'll come to that. Okay. Now, there are many problems actually. If I sit on just discussing the problems or what we face, what we have, probably today's session will not be sufficient. I can still drag for 1 more hour, but that will just move towards the negative things, which I don't want to get into. I want to focus on the solution. See, always there are two things, to normally what I have seen in my life as well when we go. So whenever you come across any issue, there are two things. One kind of people, just think about it, and just think about it, do nothing. Okay. The second thing is you just think about the solution. Obviously, you just ignore, problems are common for everyone. I'm not the only one who is facing these problems. Okay. So everyone is facing the problems, even bigger. But at the end, how good you are working on the solution, what you are doing exactly to fix that, what you are doing to overcome that. That's the main thing. Okay. because many people spend just saying this and that, these are the problems, these are the problems and all. Okay, so just let's talk about the solutions. Okay, so I'm not going to be specific because I'm not getting into network security till the last session, because I'm not here to just promote my classes that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you just come and join. That's not the case. But in general point of view, I would like to make you aware. You need to be aware of the issues. Then you will get a clarity, analyze yourself, and then you can work on the solution. Okay, so let's come back to this. Okay, let's come back to the planning. What should be done? Okay, so previously we discussed few challenges what we face, and exploring the opportunities. Probably what are the different opportunities you have to explore. The like in that there are many things like exploring the job options. It depends. Like if you're a graduate, like I said, you have an option to go into programming. You have an option to go into some network security or cyber security or database. You got plenty of options. Okay, whatever you learn in the graduation, you can be a programmer in .NET, Java. I don't know, all these things are still working or not. Python. There are plenty of options. Okay, so you cannot be an expert in all. Obviously, you have to choose any one track, right? And of course, you have to see what are the emerging trends rather than just following the people. Try to see what are the different things which can help you, and of course, you need to analyze your skills as well. This is very important because most of the time we choose a track. Let's say, let's be specific on network security kind of thing, because I don't want to comment any on the other tracks. Let's say someone want to become, okay, I want to become a cyber security expert. That's what, many people come to me and say, I want to become even many graduates who are just doing the graduation, who just joined the BTECs, even my friends and, my student, their kids and all. So the problem is, I just have a simple 2 3 questions for them. Okay, do you have a computer? That's the first thing. And do you have an internet? And how good you are with managing the operating system? How good you are good at fixing your internet? And do you know how the internet works? And basically, these are the things. Any programming knowledge you have, because these are all the skills that you require, right? So you cannot just become a cybersecurity expert by doing 2 3 months course. Okay, you cannot become a network security expert just by doing 2 3 months course. Just okay. So if you are a graduate, then probably you should have that roadmap as well for you. Okay, so even someone want to come and say, okay, I want to do CCI, I want to become a CCI expert. That's something. Okay, there are many people who want to become CCI. That's good. But again, we should have the roadmap. It's not like 1 day process. It's not like 2 3 months process. It's a complete learning and getting experience, and then learning and then getting experience, and then finally becoming a CCI, becoming an expert like that. Okay. So you have to make sure that you match the skills, because whatever the skill set I can cope up, and whatever the thing you can do, like generally if you all are graduates, let's say I want to become a Java expert programmer. Many people, if you ask any computer science student, he say, I want to become a Java expert, I want to do. Now people also add Python, I want to become a cyber security expert, I want to become database expert. There are many things they generally use. But now the question is, what is your academics? Are you a topper, or an average, or just the passing at a grade score, or just managing your marks at an average score? So, but again, if you're an average, then probably this is not the roadmap for you, right? And if you are a topper, then obviously can go for it. Like many of my friends who studied with me, they are toppers. They are into this. They have been a Java programmers. They have been into programming, database, and all this stuff. So you need to match the skill set. That is also important. Okay.